Today we are going to compare the distorted tones in the AxeFx III with the NuX MG-30. The NuX MG-30 is my my newest budget modeling unit, and I created a tone which I liked, which features the DSL JCM 2000, not JCM, what is it called? I should check it out how the model is called. Anyway, I think it's the Marshall DSL model, and I'm using my own IR, and I thought it would be interesting how this unit compares to the high-end unit, the AxeFx III, which I usually play. So usually I have a sound in my ear which I would like to create, and I did it with both units using different amp models, different cabs. But yeah, I show you now how where I ended up. So this is the sound with the NuX MG-30. This is the AxeFx. So the AxeFx has a little bit more low mids, so let's try to compensate it. We can dial it out here around the 200 Hertz. And the NuX. AxeFx. NuX. So they sound different, but both of them sound good in my opinion. And I could play with both of them, I would be satisfied with the sound. So let's compare some of the effects. Currently I'm using the reverb, the damp reverb in the NuX. And also in the AxeFx I'm using the reverb, which is a little bit shorter, I think. It's a London plate reverb. Let's choose maybe the Hall reverb. Maybe here I would damp the highs way more, so let's cut it, maybe like that. Kind of a darker reverb. So AxeFx, and that is the NuX. Okay, as expected, the reverb in the AxeFx sounds really convincing, but also the NuX. It's nothing wrong with that, I think. But the AxeFx has a shitload of different reverbs, as the NuX has only a couple, which again you have to compare, of course, the price point, and as long as they sound decent, I could go with the reverbs in the NuX, definitely. More important for me is the delay, so let's check out what that does. The AxeFx I'm using here the kind of a 2290 emulation. Might be a little bit too much, so let's reduce it somehow. NuX. How does it sound? Let's turn on the pan delay. AxeFx. So there's still, the AxeFx sounds a little bit more pleasant to the ears in my opinion, not that harsh in the highs. But of course that is not due to the delay, it's just it's maybe the IR. By the way, in the AxeFx I'm using an IR which I created by myself. I was tone matching the Archetype Pliny plugin, which is my favorite high gain sounds. And I'm using an amp model which is called Atomica High, which is supposed to be modified Marshall or something. And yeah. So I can show you one other high gain tone with the VH4. Let's compare that to the AxeFx. So let's turn off the delay. This is the AxeFx again. And this is a NuX. I think here the difference is way more noticeable. The highs sound a little bit artificial to me. That sound in the NuX compared to the Days L in the UX. Yeah, so that's it for my short high gain comparison. I personally could go with both of these units, but I have to admit the X feels a little bit nicer, a little bit more soft when playing. I don't know how to describe it. And also it sounds, I think, a little bit more natural, especially in the highs. You will definitely notice that when playing live, I think. But in no way the NuX sounds bad. It's really a kick-ass unit. So compared to the price, it's really hard to decide. So is it worth the, I don't know, 10 times the price, the AxeFx? Or are you happy with the NuX? I don't know. Usually I recommend the AxeFx if you can afford it. But if not, then the NuX would be something which I would definitely recommend in that price range. Subscribe to my channel. Hope to see you soon. Goodbye.